So it's the start of fight week now. What's camp been like lead up to the fight?
Yeah, it's been really good, really. I bet you probably get that answer to that question every time you ask it, but
yeah,
yeah, I mean, no one ever says they've had a bad camp, but this one has probably been the best one I've had.
Good. But I see you've been sparring with Archie Sharp leading to the contest and in previous fights.
Yeah, Archie's brilliant to work with because where he's quite a tricky customer, do you know what I mean? You ain't going to get much harder, like, to try and get hold of anyway, obviously, where I'm quite an aggressive fighter. Like, trying to get him where he moves and he adjusts and makes different changes is quite difficult. So obviously, sparring him gives me good preparation for fighting.
Yeah. Is any other fight you've been sparring with or training with leading up to the fight?
I've done a little bit with Lyon Woodstock. He's very tough. He's as tough as they come. Who else did I spar? I've done a bit with Jamie Robinson last week. He's another tough customer.
Yeah.
Doing like a lot of tech sparring with Dennis McCann, and that's probably what's helped me the most, really, because I mean, like, I know I can have a tear up. I know I can fight down when it gets tough, but obviously, like, improving your skills is where you want to do it. Do you know what I mean? So obviously, like, sometimes tapering the sparring down a little bit will help you progress better, rather than just being in wars all the time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. What did you think of Charlton's fight on the weekend?
I was gutted.
Yeah, I thought he did.
Lovely fella.
Yeah. He did, I was watching interviews with him. He does seem like really down to earth, and I thought he was doing really, really well.
Yeah, he's just Marco was just a bit too big for him, I think, because I think he normally fights at super lightweight, doesn't he? And I think that shows. I mean, because he's tough.
Yeah.
I wanted him to win so bad and all.
Yeah, like
He's a lovely fella.
What boxer did you look up to growing up?
To be honest with you, mate, I never really paid much attention to it when I was younger. It's probably only the last few years that I've started, like that, I'd say that I've become a big boxing fan. But I do like watching the documentaries on, like, Golovkin.
Yeah.
I do like him. I think his attitude with the sport as well, you know, like how he's quite, he's got good sportsmanship and that.
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
And I like the way he's aggressive and all. I do like the way he's fighting.
Yeah, he can take a punch, I can tell you that.
Yeah, he's very tough, and he's tough as they come.
Yeah. So at your current weight, which is lightweight, who would be your dream fight in the division?
A dream fight? I don't know, really, off the top of my head. Well, you got any of them over, like, obviously you got Ryan Garcia, Javon Davis, Devin Haney, and Fimo Lopez, but I'd love to fight either one of them.
Yeah.
In America, you know, like the MGM Grand, like that.
Yeah, definitely.
That'd be like a dream come true. Like, I wouldn't say I've got a personal vendetta for any of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'd love to fight in the States, in Vegas. That'd be a dream come true.
Would that be the top of your, like, to-do list, really, in boxing?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So what has training been like? I'm fighting during, obviously, COVID and difficult times. And what is it like going to the boxing bubble?
Yeah, to be honest with you, I think as, like, pro athletes, we haven't got it as bad as, say, the average person, really, because obviously we're still allowed to train, like, obviously it's a bit more, like, you've got more social distancing things in place in the gyms and that, but, I mean, you can, like, so it ain't too bad. I mean, the bubble's a bit poxy, really.
Yeah.
I don't really sleep well in, like, hotel beds.
Right, have they got, when you arriving at the hotel, are you in there now?
No, I'm not. I'm not sure. I think I'm either going in there. I think I might go in there Wednesday. I'm not too sure at the minute.
Right. I get you. So with 4 knockouts in your first 4 fights as a professional, you could say you are a bit of a puncher. But what would you say your fighting style is?
I think it's just the pressure I apply, really, because I wouldn't say that. Obviously, I have got power there, but I wouldn't say it's the overall one punch knockout. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just a relentless pressure on them.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm quite fit as well, so I can keep it up to the foot. Like, I hit as hard in the first round as I do in the 6th.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he can make or break you, really, I suppose.
Are you an inside fighter, or would you like to box on the outside?
Oh, I prefer getting stuck in.
Dear, yeah. I believe that's the best way as well.
It's the most entertaining for people, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
On the
Yeah. Well, yeah, like I said, with 4 knockouts, your first 4 fights, you could say the record does suggest you are a pressure fighter, really.
Yeah, no, I think so as well.
Yeah. So your opponent on Saturday, Delmar Thomas, like yourself, has no defeats on his record. But what do you know about Thomas?
Yeah, he's fit. He's going to come to win. Do you know what I mean? I try not to look into it too much. I mean, you might going overtime anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like, I believe in the work I've put in. and like I feel like it's gonna take a very, very good man to beat me. So I've just believed in myself a bit all, and but yeah, he's fit, strong. He's gonna come to winning it. So I mean, he's not gonna want to give up his undefeated status, is he? So he's got all the maintenance to be a good scrap.
Yeah, for this this fight, do you change any tactics, or do you, like you said, you believe in what you can do and you just go out there and deliver?
You've got to have a little rough idea. Like, I've got a little rough idea of what I'm going to do, but you can't judge how he's fighting. To say, if you watch a video of him on YouTube, you can't judge how he's fighting that person because it's not me in the ring.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You can't go in there with too much of a game plan because you're going to have to adjust once you get in there and you see how they fight you. Do you know what I mean? So you just got to be ready to be adaptable.
Has there been any verbal leading up to a fight between you and Thomas, or you've both been quite like respectful?
Yeah, no, there's been no verbal leading up to it. It's been quite. I prefer keeping it that way. Do you know what I mean? We've got enough time to punch each other in.
Yeah.
We don't have to give each other the ear beforehand. Do you know what I mean?
Are you not that kind of fighter that would give try and taunt your opponent or try to get underneath his skin?
No, not really. I mean, I'll give as good as I get, to be honest with you. Like, I mean, if it happens and they give it to me, they'll get an earful back. I think you've got to be respectful. I've been the same way since an amateur. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a sport at the end of the day. I've got no vendetta against them.
Yeah. Well,
you know what I mean?
How old was you when you did start boxing?
I was 13.
13. 13. When did you actually? You said you didn't really like.
Well, I always used to say as an amateur I was going to stop when it went senior, but then I probably had a better senior career than I did a junior. And it wasn't until I probably turned about 19, 20, and I thought, you know what, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
I got my diet sorted and like really knuckled down, and then it started to go really well for me.
So you like I said, you did have a fantastic amateur career, becoming a 5-time national champion. But what belts have you got your eyes set on in the next couple of years? Which I do believe the British title is vacant at lightweight.
Yeah, I'm just sort of just taking it a fight at a time, to be honest with you. Like, I'm in no rush.
Yeah.
I get a lot of people and I feel like with the current way the boxing's gone on the weekend and that, everyone's trying to rush up.
Yeah, I see that as well. A lot of boxers are getting rushed.
I think it's the pressure, like, because everyone's all like, oh, he shouldn't be fighting him, he's too good for him, like, do you know what I mean? But then when people lose, no one, like, it's unforgiving for it. When they lose, everyone sort of gets pushed back to the queue, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to rush up there and be like, yeah, I'm ready to do this, and then, not saying that I would come unstuck, but you got to learn your trade, didn't you? I mean, it's a tough old game.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you know what I mean? I'd rather just do it correctly. It don't matter to me when I get there, as long as I get to the top, that's all that matters.
So is that what Frank said to you? He said, I mean, we're just taking it nice and easy, not rushing or anything like that?
We don't really have a lot of talk about it. You know? I just do as I'm told, really.
Yeah.
It's just what I'd like. I just do like, I mean, I'll say yes, sir, or I'll do whatever.
Yeah, but at least you're keeping your feet on the ground, though. Like I said, you ain't proper looking ahead. Do you know what I mean? Like I said, you are keeping your feet on the ground.
You got to enjoy the journey, ain't you? Do you know what I mean? Everyone's all rushing about like. Well, remember, you're in the bit that you used to look forward to. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I see that with the Josh Kelly fight on Saturday. Like the person he was fighting, had like almost triple the amount of fights he had. I thought looks like it's a bit early. Like he's fighting a European title, so.
That's what I mean. And then now, like that could affect him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, like, I'm not saying that he won't, but he could take that loss really hard. Because I mean, like you see people on social media, they're going to give it to you as well, aren't they? Like everyone's not forgiving.
Yeah.
On there, do you know what I'm saying? So I think you just got to focus on yourself, not worry about what everyone else wants you to do and things like that. Do you know what I mean? I'll trust Al, Ed and Paul and that to make the right decision, so I just do what they tell me to do.
Brilliant. How did you actually get signed by Frank Warren?
I won the Elite, and then I got a phone call asking to go down and watch Billy Joe Saunders at Stevenage.
Yeah. Well, Tyson Fury's watching it as well, wasn't he? I think he.
Yeah, I met Francis, who's now my manager, and he said, like, right, I don't want to cut to the chase, but I want to sign you. Went up, had a chat with him, like what he said, and then here I am, a couple of years down the line.
Yeah, because I said that's Billy Joe Saunders Stevenage was about 2 or 3 years ago now, wasn't it?
Yeah, it'll be 2 years. May, I think it will. This May will be 2 years ago.
Yes, and you're 23, so you must. Yeah, so you've been about 21 when he said that to you.
Yeah, 21.
Yeah, it's not bad that, to be fair. You enjoying it fighting on the shows, I'm guessing?
Yeah, I'm loving it. I've been quite lucky that I've been on the telly. We would have been like 4 out of 5 like after this weekend. So
yeah.
Can't really grumble with that.
Yeah, definitely. And last question, what is your fight prediction for Saturday?